For a much expanded Vic Roberts for Congress, please visit my website. That is, of course, Vic Roberts for Congress Introduction. Please visit my website at www.vicroberts.net. That's www.vicroberts.net, N-E-T. I welcome your visits. In the words of a great lady, Mother Jones, let us pray for the dead, but fight like hell for the living. I thank you, and I am open for questions at this time.
What do you think about Congressman Gary Condit?
Typical congressman, I suppose. Really don't know that much about him other than what I see in the news media. But, you know, what's going on with that congressman? Hey, that's nothing to what's going on in Washington. That's against the laboring class people, the small business operators. Let's talk about such things like, instead of Congress, however you pronounce his name, let's talk about the WTO. Let's talk about NATO. Let's talk about this open immigration, basically. Let's talk about the most favored nation status with China. Let's talk about those things. Those are important. That congressman, he's just a typical politician, quite frankly.
There's a lot of things you don't like about the government. Where do you start?
The government is wonderful.
Okay.
We have a wonderful government.
Politicians.
It's the politicians running our government. That's the problem.
Where do you start to reform? If you were...
Wonderful question. The beginning of reforming is public financing of election campaigns. We're going to have the field level. As long as money is involved in elections, the big money interests always have the upper hand, and will continue to do so. When they talk about election reform, forget it until you start talking about public financing of election campaigns. Only then can we get politicians, political leaders, who will actually, and who are truly interested in the welfare of our country and our people. Campaign finance reform without public financing is a waste. Yes, the very most important issue is public financing of election campaigns. That is the beginning of the whole thing. You get this. If you get 550 legislators, including, 435 congressmen and 100 senators and a president who is truly, truly interested in the welfare of the people, all kinds of wondrous things will begin to happen for our country. But until this happens, the status quo goes on. And quite frankly, as I said, the vast majority of those politicians are financed by the organized wealth of the Wall Street bankers, global financiers, and global and industrialists, multinational industrialists. They virtually own our government. Our government is a tool of the New World Order, quite frankly.
Thank you.
I thank you.